A massive tanker, an iron mountain carrying crores worth of black gold on its chest. Just a small movement of a finger is enough to change its direction. If that's the case, is it possible for someone to stop the heartbeat of the entire world in just a moment? There's only one answer to that question: the Strait of Hormuz. The modern world we live in runs on fuel. For lorries to ply the roads, for planes to soar the skies, and for factories to keep their chimneys smoking, fuel is essential. Most of this fuel flows in from the deserts of the Middle East. But the route out of that endless sea of oil is actually very narrow. Just like blocking a leak with a finger, it's a narrow passage that anyone can squeeze shut at any time. A sea route just 33 kilometers wide between Iran and Oman called the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 20% of the world's total petroleum supply passes through this route. It is not enough to call this just a sea route. This is the lifeline of the global economy. Just like a small cut on your finger can cause pain to the whole body, even a minor tremor in Hormuz is enough to shake the New York stock market and spark price hikes in the kitchens of ordinary Indians. But today, a shadow has fallen over that very lifeline. This is not just a story about the movement of ships. It is a tale of survival, of power, and of the most terrifying invisible war of the modern world. Bombs may not be falling here, but empires are trembling. The time is nearing midnight. The surface of the Arabian Sea is calm like glass. In that darkness, a massive LPG tanker carrying over 1 lakh tons of oil is moving forward. The captain and crew believe they are safe. But in modern warfare, safety is nothing but a myth. Suddenly, strange changes start appearing on the computer screens in the ship's control room. It is astonishing. Radio messages are getting cut off. The green dots on the radar screen are disappearing. The GPS signals are showing the wrong direction. The ship's own identification system, ATS, is switching off on its own. Now the ship has vanished from the eyes of the world. In the vastness of the ocean, it has turned into an orphaned piece of metal. The captain looks into the darkness through his binoculars. He sees small ripples rising on the dark expanse of water in the distance. They are small boats. Not just one or two, but dozens of boats. Like a pack of hunters, they are surrounding that massive ship. These are not ordinary sea pirates. They are part of an invisible army, equipped with modern weapons and trained with precision. Yes, those are the fast attack boats of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps. This is a testing ground for modern warfare tactics that military experts call asymmetric naval strategy. They may not have the size of large warships, but what they do have is speed, numbers, and the ability to carry out suicide attacks. Along with them, drones are circling in the sky above. That massive ship is now completely at the mercy of that shadowy force. Fear spreads over the crew like a cold wave. Helicopters are hovering just above the ship's deck. Ropes are being lowered down. Through those ropes, masked commandos dressed in black are sliding down. Everything was over within moments. Without spilling a single drop of blood, without even a single gunshot being heard, they had taken control of that massive ship. This is not an ordinary capture. This is a surgical operation. Astonishing precision. These commandos know exactly what they're doing. They rush towards the bridge of the ship. They press the muzzle of a gun against the captain's neck. The ship's engine room comes under their control. After that, the massive ship is no longer heading towards its original destination, but instead towards the shores of Iran. In the past few years, we have witnessed several such incidents. This is not piracy because Somali pirates hijack ships for money. But these people are not after money. What they want is to send a message. These seizures are like holding a knife to the world's throat. It is Iran's indirect warning that if we wish, we can stop your lifeblood. This is a use of force directly carried out by a government. Why is Iran playing such a game with America, the world's biggest superpower? They know very well that it is difficult to defeat the American Navy in a direct war. That is why they do not rely on the strength of weapons, but rather on the strategies of war. The name of that strategy is the cost imposition strategy. Let us make a comparison. It costs billions of dollars to build a large American aircraft carrier, but the cost for a small drone swarm or a speedboat used by Iran is just a negligible amount. That is, Iran is using very low cost technologies to destroy the enemy's ultra modern defense systems worth crores of rupees. Here, Iran is not trying to defeat the enemy in war, but rather their aim is to make the continuation of the war so expensive that the enemy cannot afford it. For America's large warships, defending against these swarms of small boats and shoulder fired missiles is a huge challenge. Even though they have the largest arsenal in the world, in the Strait of Hormuz, the US Navy feels like an elephant trapped in the middle of a mad swarm of bees. Here, Iran is turning the global economy into a hostage through low cost but destructive tactics. Let us see how much each seizure in the Strait of Hormuz affects the world. Even a small obstruction on this route can bring global shipping traffic almost to a complete standstill. Thousands of ships end up stranded in the middle of the sea. Tens of thousands of crew members live in constant fear of being attacked at any moment. But even amidst these crises, some ships manage to pass through safely. No need to be surprised, there is actually a new underworld system behind this. International media refer to this as the Tehran toll booth. If you want to pass through this route safely, you have to follow certain rules. Either you pay the security fee demanded by Iran, or you have to switch off your ship's identification system and travel through the darkness like a ghost ship. Otherwise, you have to disguise yourself using fake names and flags of other countries. One of the world's busiest international sea routes has now turned into a private toll road for a single country. Bombs or missiles may not be used in this war, but its impact is more terrifying than the bomb blast in Hiroshima, because this is economic terrorism, yeah? What will happen if the Strait of Hormuz is closed for a week? The price of oil in the world will skyrocket, shooting up to above $100 per barrel. As a result, there'll be inflation in every country. Even the milk and vegetables you buy will cost double. All the major stock markets in the world will crash. The savings of crores of people will vanish in a single day. War nowadays is not just about soldiers clashing at the borders. Modern warfare is about switching off the air conditioner in someone's living room or reducing the amount of food on someone's plate. Iran has understood this reality very clearly. America's carrier strike groups are the most powerful military formations the world has ever seen. This massive ship is equipped with fighter jets and missiles capable of crippling an entire small country. But in the narrow waters of the Hormuz, these giants are completely helpless. Small mines hidden on the seabed, swarms of cheap drones from the sky, and speedboats circling around. Against all these huge ships are slow to respond. That is why, fearing Iran's threat, American aircraft carriers are now stationed far away from the Strait of Hormuz. This is a major change. Is the era of these massive ships, which have so far dominated the seas, coming to an end? Is the future of warfare changing? It is not size, but rather speed and cost-effective technology that are going to rule the world from now on. Will America, the world's superpower, completely bow down before Iran in the face of this trap in Hormuz? On the surface, it may seem like things are in favor of Iran, but there is a much bigger picture behind this. America is not simply retreating after losing here. Instead, they are completely rewriting their war strategies. From a time when they relied solely on large aircraft carriers, they are now stepping into a new era. America is now deploying a large fleet of advanced unmanned drone ships around the Hormuz region. Artificial intelligence systems capable of identifying and neutralizing swarms of Iran's small boats within seconds have now reached the forefront of the American defense line. America is now adopting a strategy of avoiding unnecessary provocation, thereby reducing their massive military expenditure. America is not losing here. Rather, they are evolving from their traditional methods of warfare to smart warfare strategies. The reality is that the challenge posed by Iran has accelerated the modernization of the American military. Iran's strategies are not limited to the Strait of Hormuz. They are also issuing another major warning to the world. It's not just Hormuz, they have already proved that they can also block the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which is the gateway to the Red Sea. By using the Houthi rebels in Yemen, Iran has already created a severe crisis along this route. If both Hormuz and Bab el Mandeb are blocked at the same time, a major portion of global trade will come to a complete standstill. The supply chain to Europe will collapse, and that will push the world into a major economic recession. This is not just a local conflict, it is a chess game capable of overturning the global order. This new crisis has forced world nations to change their strategies. Countries that have realized America can no longer protect them are now seeking their own paths. India today is providing its own naval escort for its oil tankers. Britain, along with other European countries, is introducing new maritime security initiatives. America is being forced to rewrite its naval strategies that have been in place for decades. Even large military alliances like NATO are at a loss as to how to act together in this crisis. Alliances are shifting and new centers of power are emerging. What we are witnessing here is not a war between two countries, but rather the birth of a major new equation. It is low-cost disruption versus high-cost defense. America may not surrender completely as Iran expects, but one reality remains. Iran is able to keep an army that spends billions of dollars on its stores by spending only a meager amount. This is not a game of wins and losses, it is a test of strength in the modern world. In this game, Iran does not need to win a war. What they want is to keep the world under constant pressure, to drag out time, create small-scale confusions, and through that achieve their political goals. This is one of the most dangerous strategies in the modern world. A narrow sea passage, a few black boats, and some drones flying in the sky. It is with these seemingly simple elements that today the world's economic systems, military strategies, and international relations are being turned upside down. We are witnessing a scenario where great empires built by mankind over centuries and weapons worth crores of rupees are rendered powerless with the flick of a finger. The Strait of Hormuz is no longer just a geographical location. It has become the latest laboratory for modern warfare tactics. What is being tested there is the very future of mankind. Here, a story does not end. Rather, this is only the beginning of another great storm. Because when the lifeline of oil is cut, the wounds it causes do not heal so quickly.